What's up, YouTube? It's Johnny Mons here. I'm gonna sit here and actually talk to you about my favorite football team, the Dallas Cowboys, which I know there's probably a couple of you sitting there laughing, ha 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 ha. That we just lost to the Seahawks and got our asses raped. And I also don't think the Seahawks are a bad team, to be quite honest. But I never thought they were. I just don't think teams like that get very well known since of teams like San Francisco that are right there, that are the number one team in the NFL. But I do think the Seahawks may create a problem for San Francisco, and I believe they versed them this week. I don't know. Anyway, about the Cowboys. The honest main problem, I think, with the Dallas Cowboys is Jerry Jones. And I know that could be mind-boggling, but seriously, I think Jerry Jones is the hugest problem on that team. And no, he doesn't play quarterback, he doesn't tackle, he doesn't catch, he doesn't kick, but he is the owner, he is the GM. I personally think the biggest problem is that Jerry Jones needs to let somebody that knows how to operate football, knows shit about NFL really, to be a GM. Maybe a guy like a Bill Parcells or someone would have been a good GM. Yeah, I just think a coach or somebody like that knows how to build a team. The fact is that he has 3 Super Bowls as an owner, so he automatically thinks he knows what the fuck he's doing. But not every team gets a great chance to have a defense like the 90s Dallas Cowboys. Not too many teams get to have an Emmitt Smith, a Troy Aikman, or a Michael Irvin, especially in a trio combo like that. And there was many more people to the team like Darryl Johnson. You had great linemen, Williams, Allen. I mean, the list goes on and on with the talent on the Dallas Cowboys, but I think the problem is that they have the talent now, but you put a star on that helmet and you automatically think you won a damn football game and you haven't. That's another problem. I believe some of the players believe their own bullshit. Oh, we're a Dallas Cowboy, we shouldn't have to fucking play. The team will be scared of us. Well, I don't mind Tony Romo. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's better than people give him credit for. But Tony Romo is no Troy Aikman. And Tony Romo don't have the attributes of a Troy Aikman or the rings of a Troy Aikman or a Roger Staubach. DeMarco Murray is a good up-and-coming back, but he is no Emmitt Smith. Des Bryant, Miles Austin. Miles Austin, I think, is the most talented receiver. Just doesn't get enough credit sometimes. But I'm sorry, Des Bryant. Maybe your off-the-field problems are like Michael Irvin right now, but you are not like Michael Irvin. You have to prove that. You can't just, I'm putting a number 88 on, and I am now the new Michael Irvin. You have to prove it. Tony Romo has to prove it. The entire team has to prove it. The 2 main warriors on that team right now that I believe is on the offense is Jason Witten. He is consistent except for last week, but honestly, besides last week, how really inconsistent is he? He's a consistent dominant factor. He is coming off an injury, and I do think the spleen injury is still affecting him a little bit, but you know what? People have bad games. You're allowed to have a bad game, aren't you? I mean, fuck, Eli Manning's allowed to have a bad game, isn't he? Though I always hear boasting about his fucking good shit. And when he does bad, it's like, well, he sucks. And then when he does good, oh man, this guy's like, it's a surprise. The guy has 2 rings. How the hell is it a surprise? And on the defense, DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus Ware is probably I would say the best pass rusher. You can make an argument that maybe, like Jared Allen is better right now. Shit like that, but I think he is like the best. DeMarcus Ware is in that fucking game all the time. But he plays legit. Not dirty, he plays legit. I mean, a kid that's showing that he's got a lot of potential and that he's showing awesome is Sean Lee. But I just really wanted to discuss that I believe the main problem of the Dallas Cowboys is Jerry Jones. Um, I've seen some of the decisions he makes. He's given Marcus Spears, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, maybe you'll know Marcus Spears. He was drafted in the first round, the 26th overall pick, I believe. He was the 26th overall pick, if not the 16th pick in the draft of 2003, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's 2000 or 2004. It may have been 2005. One of those drafts, Marcus Spears, they gave him a 4-year, $20 million contract in the beginning of the preseason, before preseason, and I thought that was way too much money to be giving Marcus Spears. I'm sorry, I've watched Marcus Spears, and he's a good run stopper, but I don't think he was worth that much money. Jay Ratliff is a nose tackle that can play defensive end if you wanted to. And I think Josh Brent is a pretty damn good run stopper for right now. He's a big dude. 320 pounds, 6'2". He's a big guy. But seriously, guys, I think the main problem is Jerry Jones. I just don't like the way he operates. This offseason, trust me, this season I still think they have a lot of potential. I mean, finally, in the offseason, they went after the secondary. Finally. They've had a shitty secondary for like the last 5 years, and now they finally do something. Terrence Newman was good. They addressed it with Mike Jenkins, and then they just stopped. It was like, okay, well, we drafted Mike Jenkins. This should be good. No. I believe Maurice Claiborne is going to show and prove to be even better than Terrence Newman. And I don't think Terrence Newman was a bad cornerback. I think he was a good cornerback. I don't think he was a great cornerback like Champ Bailey or anybody, who I think is like the best. Sorry. Revis is the best now, but Bailey's like the best of, almost like, could be possibly the best of all time. Champ Bailey's just consistent as shit. So yeah, I'll probably post another video about the Cowboys. Who knows, maybe about offensive or defensive, I'm serious, guys. I could seriously talk about this for hours. That's how much I'm into the Cowboys. I love the Cowboys. But anyway, thank you for listening to this little rant. Remember, I believe that the main problem really with the Dallas Cowboys is Jerry Jones.